It was a calm Sunday morning in the quiet town of Edenton, the sound of birds mixed with the distant hum of traffic as sunlight peeked through thin clouds. Christina sat on her porch with a cup of tea, lost in her thoughts. Life had been ordinary, almost too quiet since her mother's passing 2 years ago. Just as she was about to head inside, something caught her eye, a plain white envelope lying on her doorstep. There was no name, no stamp, no mark of who it was from. Only one strange sentence written neatly in black ink. "For you before it's too late." A cold chill ran down her spine. She looked around the street, but there was no one in sight. Everything was still. Christina picked up the envelope carefully and went inside. She sat at her table, the envelope lying in front of her like it was staring back. For several minutes she hesitated. Part of her wanted to throw it away. Another part whispered that it meant something she needed to know. Finally, she tore it open. Inside was a single sheet of paper, slightly aged, with 10 words written in fine handwriting. "The truth you seek lies where your mother used to pray." Her hands trembled. Her mother, gone for 2 years, used to visit the old chapel on the outskirts of town every Sunday evening. It had been abandoned for decades, but her mother loved to sit there and pray in silence. That memory alone made Christina's chest tighten. Why would this letter mention that place now? By nightfall, curiosity had already won over her fear. She grabbed her flashlight, locked her door, and began walking toward the chapel. The path was quiet. The wind whispered through the trees as if warning her to turn back. When she reached the chapel, the iron gate creaked open with a long, eerie sound. It was already unlocked. Inside, the air was damp and heavy. The faint smell of burnt candles lingered, though no one had been there for years. Her flashlight beam caught old wooden benches and broken windows, but everything else was drowned in darkness. She walked slowly toward the altar. Something glimmered faintly beneath it, a small, dusty box. Christina knelt, brushed the dust off, and opened it. Inside lay another envelope, older and more fragile than the first. On the front, written in faded ink, was her full name, Christina A. Daniels. Her breath caught. Nobody called her by her full name anymore except her mother. Her fingers shook as she opened the envelope, but before she could read a single word, a soft whisper came from behind her. "Christina." She froze. Her flashlight slipped slightly, the beam shaking as her heart pounded. "Who's there?" she called out. Silence. She turned in slow circles, scanning the dark corners of the chapel. Then she saw a faint shadow moving near one of the pews. "To be continued,"